Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going in with some new products and products I haven't used in a really long time. And we're just going to do a makeup look. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in shade 100 Pure Ivory. I'm just going to put that to the lid today. And I'm going to take my Y6 from Morphe and just blend that on out. I already primed my skin with the Pixi Milky Mist off camera. And today we're going to go in depth because I haven't done an in-depth on this palette in a really long time. I did show you guys what it's about, but I did not go in depth with you guys. So we're going to do that today. So we are going into the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star. In the next week or two, he's going to be launching a new product. 2 new products that are going to be palettes. So I thought we would get into the last palette that I bought. I did not buy the Alien palette because I didn't feel like those colors were my vibe, so I did not purchase that, but I did purchase the Thirsty palette and we are going to play with it. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Parched, this light tan shade that looks like it could be like a face shade, and I'm basically just going to go in and we're going to set that concealer. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to go into is I'm going to go into this color called, what is it called? It's called Quench, this yellow one. And I'm going to put that into the crease. And I'm just going to lightly buff it in there. I found my Jeffree Star brush. Found my Jeffree Star. So right now my face is very dry. I'm just going through that really dry phase right now where like my nose is so dry, guys. So is underneath my nose. It's just so dry. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just basically going to Quench, and I'm just kind of like putting it in the crease right here and then buffing it out. I'm not starting from the outer crease. I'm starting from the inner corner and working it on out. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of a kind of more buffier brush. And kind of just feather that in. Submerged, which is this beautiful, beautiful blue color right here. I'm going to go into that one, and I'm going to put that in the crease as well. I'm basically just blending that in. Be honest, this blue kind of looks like this green shade right here. Kind of looks like that blue shade with that. That blue shade kind of looks like that green shade in the palette with this yellow a little bit. I'm going to try and build it up. But I still want that yellow to peek through. I'm going to go back in with that yellow and make sure they are in there. Okay. There is some fallout, but that is why we're going to do a makeup wipe later. All right, bitch. Right here, we're going to this one, and I'm just going to pack it on the outer corner and see what happens. I'm actually going to put that all over the lid. There is a little fallout, but not too bad. Okay. So there has been a little fallout, as you guys can see. I'm going to take a little bit of a makeup wipe. And I'm just going to basically brush away any of the powder that I can get brushed away. And then I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to clean out the edges. And then I'm going to go back in with that yellow, because I want that yellow and that blue called Submerge and Quench to really like pop through. Okay, so now that I have that kind of blended out, I'm going to take my finger. Let's go into Plunge, which is this one right here. I actually am going to cut the crease out with the Milani. I'm going to cut the crease with this just because I feel like this the shimmer will need a little bit of extra help sticking. I'm going to take my Morphe M213. I'm going to close my eyes and just where the concealer hits it, that's where I'm going to carve out my eye. I'm going to pick this one, Plunge, up. I want to do it with a brush. I don't want to do it with my finger because I'm thinking I'm going to have to go bring them in like a couple seconds. So, dogs. Gotta love them when they wreck the movie. All right, so I'm going to the Plunge. And I might just do like a half and half. I don't know. I'm kind of still thinking. But that tacky concealer is being able to make it so I'm able to tap this in without having too much fall out. So that's that. I'm gonna do the other side, and then I might just do a little bit of Divine in the middle. So oh, geez, I got my nose. Yes, I'm gonna do a little bit of Divine. So basically I put Plunge right in here, and I'm gonna put Divine right in here. All right, So that is what it looks like right now. I'm definitely going to go back in with the yellow and the submerged again, just to make sure it is in there, because you definitely want those colors to be seen. This is definitely an out of my box look. This is not a look I do very often, but I still wanted to do something out there. I just got inspired today because it was like crappy in the morning and then it got really nice in the afternoon, and now it's turning back to crappy. So yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna take another sweep. Make sure if there's any fallout, pick it on up. All right, so now we are done with this for now. Next thing we're gonna go on is we're gonna go into foundation, and I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in beige. So I'm gonna go with my Y6. I'm gonna do a couple swipes. I'm gonna do half the face first with just to see how it goes, and we will. I've never tried this foundation. I actually got this at Marshall's for I think around $8 or $9. So now I've tried stick foundations, sure. I tried the Hourglass, wasn't my favorite. It's full coverage, but it just wasn't, I don't think I got the right shade. It happens. Then I had the Makeup Revolution stick. I really like that. And I think that's about it for sticks. They just don't drive me like to like the end. Like they don't just like, I don't know. I've never really liked sticks very much. I know they're like easier to travel and stuff, but I've always had it easier with liquids. I've never had it hard with liquids. It's always been easy for me. I've never had a hard time with liquids. Sticks are like a pain to blend out and stuff. But as you can see, this is a stick foundation, and I knew it was going to stick to the dry patches that I have on my skin. Stick. It's just a foundation stick that I got, and to be honest, it's nice coverage and stuff, and it blends out easy enough, but with my dry face right now, it's just, I don't think it's going to look good, to be honest. So, but we're going to keep trucking. This is impressions of new stuff-ish. Some new stuff, some old. Okay. So, drag it on down. Okay, so it built up a little bit, but I can still see the outer layer. The redness is still, the red pigment is still able to be shown. It's just covered up. The dry patches, there's nothing I can do. My skin is dry right now. I've been trying to get it to calm down, but nothing seems to be working. I have to go to my dermatologist, and I also have to get a facial because that will take care of it too. But so far, the coverage isn't bad. I definitely got my right shade. The only problem is it doesn't cover the red pigment spot, and it doesn't cover the kind of acne, because this was an acne spot right here, and this is like a scab, but like I have acne scars on this side, and it's not covering it. This is medium coverage, not full coverage. And how much product do you get in here? You get 9 grams or 0.32 fluid ounces, which I don't think is a whole lot of product, to be honest. All right. Well, that is the foundation. It is on the face. It's done. It's set. It's there. So, is this my favorite kind of foundation stick? No. Will I keep using it until it's gone? Probably. But I have 12 months, so that's good. All right, the next one, I'm just going to use the Milani concealer. It's already out. We'll use it, and we'll get on to the other side of the face. All right, so this concealer I really do like. It is very full coverage, so if you definitely want to get rid of the bags on the eyes, which is something I usually do, Okay, blended. Now I'm just going to take that submerged shade, that blue shade, and I'm just going to pop it on the lower lash line. Using what's ever left. Okay. Then for concealer, I'm going to go with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This has been one of my favorites. This is in shade Fair Light. I'm going to set that concealer. And I'm going to set any areas on the other face where I put concealer. Just make sure it's set. All right, then I'm going to use bronzer, and I'm going to use the Laura Geller New York Baked Body Frosting All Over Body Glow Tahitian Glow Powder. Looks like this. I think we're just gonna come on, where are you at? It's coming, but it's not as bronzed as I would like. It's not bad. Just gotta build it up a little bit. It's a nice bronzer. It's not too bad, actually. You just gotta build it up to the coverage you want. I kind of like it, actually. Not bad. Actually, it's not bad. Okay. Not bad at all. I am going... This is a good one. So this is Tahitian Glow. But I don't feel like I have any like highlighter on my face. Like I feel like it's a bronzer. All right, next we're going to go in with blush. And I don't know if it was this one. What one? It wasn't, was it? I grabbed the wrong one. No, it wasn't this one. I don't know. Bittersweet, very lightly. And use that as a blush. Or maybe I'll go into Soft and Sweet and see if that will be a better blush. So I'm going in the Dominique Cosmetics palette, and I'm using this one as a blush, the Soft and Sweet. And we're just going to use that as a blush. Probably should have, yeah, this is a good blush. Okay. I probably should have gone into a bigger brush, but that's okay. We have this one. And I'll just blend it on out. I knew that was the, okay, so she's been using this as a blush, and I thought, you know what? Today I will try it on out on my channel. So it actually really does work well as a blush too. So I really do like that. I will definitely have to try that. It's a pretty color too. It's not something I would usually wear on the cheeks. So definitely my favorite. I'm just going to go over with a powder brush just to diffuse it a little bit. It's a little too much for my liking, but it still works. So that is a good, so this Soft and Sweet is a good blush shade if you really like to use eyeshadows as blushes, which is not a bad idea. All right, and then I'm going to go into the Prism Glow palette. This is a new palette that Dominique Cosmetics just launched. So basically, this Soft Kiss is a cream highlight. So I basically go in with that one first and tap it where I want the highlight to be. Just tap it. Really nice. Pick it up with my finger. Tap it. And then we're going to tap it the rest on this side. So this is like, these highlights are like, so this skin gloss is your base for the highlight. I've come to notice not doing this doesn't get a lot of pigment with the shimmers in this palette. So you have to use the Skin Gloss as your base, like a primer, to get it really, really like pigmented. So now I'm going in with Golden Hour and a little bit of Fire Glow. And it just, they go so well together. So you definitely need to use the sticky side for that. So that's just those two together. I'm going to do on this side, I'm going to do Pink Haze just by itself. Pink Haze is one of my favorites to do. So you definitely have to go in with the Skin Gloss shade first as a primer base. That's the only way you're going to get the exact highlight color that you want. Because if you do it by itself, they don't show up very well. And that's my personal opinion. It's my face, my judgment on this palette. Does it make the palette any more or less beautiful? No. Does it make it a little bit more of a little hassle? Yes. But if you want to do the Skin Gloss yourself, that's fine. But I definitely do like the palette. You do need a base for any shadow. But I guess with her highlighters, you need a little bit of an oomph. So like I'll just go right here with one of these two as a blush. This coral ones. So I definitely will have to try that. And then I think the last thing I need to do is the mascara. And you guys know I'm going to go into my favorite one. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I'm kind of letting my brows be today. As you guys can tell, my brows are a little crazy. They're coming in a little bit better now, but I'm going to have to get them done again. So that, and then I'm going to use this Flower Beauty Lip Liner Rose. Where am I? Spring Roll, which is by ColourPop. It's their Luxie lipsticks. Very affordable, and they're really, really pigmented. And then I'm just going to use the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. I definitely really like using the Prism palette. It's one of my favorites to use. Is going in with Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Berries and Cream, and using Sweet and Soft and Sweet as a blush. Came out really nice. I really like that as a blush. I definitely like using the Thirsty palette. I definitely like going out of my comfort zone. This is a very different look. This is very pink. And now this is very blue. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. But I need to use this palette more because it is spring, and this is one of his spring launches, I think, from last year, and I really want to use this. The Laura Geller Big Bronzer, really good. I liked it. Came out pretty nice. And then everything else was the same. Oh, except for the stick wasn't my favorite. The Anastasia Beverly Hills stick was not my favorite, but, you know, I'll use it. I got it for cheap, and I wanted to try it out because I've never tried any of Anastasia Beverly Hills foundations. I think this is the first one I've ever had or tried that is a foundation. So, as always, please subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. And if you don't like me, I really don't care. This is what I like doing about makeup. So I will see you on the next one. Bye!